Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Everyone's enjoying themselves today. Happy Friday. We made it. The weekend is here. Oh my God. Hope everything is going well. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. Hope you had a great week. And looking forward to the weekend ahead of us. I know I'm looking forward to all of it. All of it. Got big plans for the weekend. I'm going to finally get some recording done for the things I want to do. Heck yeah. I do want to see why this ruins has not been checked off, even though I did that. Is there another thing here? There could be a, an underground area. Or just these guys angry. Are you okay? That was all that he needed. Thanks for the bracelet. I'm very happy for you. Well, a minute in, we've already completed our first task. This is going well. Yeah, I got some big plans for the weekend. I tell you, it's been a good week. I'm not going to lie. The weather here has been beautiful. Not too hot. Not too overcast. A little bit of sun. Working the day shift, getting done at around 6 o'clock at night has been delightful. I've been going out for walks right after work. Just going out and getting a few things. Doing some odds and ends, getting some grocery shopping done when I need to. Or just taking a walk. I've been trying to work back up towards 10,000 steps a day. I'm closing in on 6 right now, which has been great. Getting the exercise back in, getting the health back on check. It's all because of the fact that my brain has finally clued into the fact that I don't need to freak out all the time. Still be cautious, still be conscientious, but I'm feeling more confident in going out and just not being stupid, but I'm happy. That's the main thing. Training's going good. I'm enjoying it. Learning quite a bit, obviously, because it's intense corporate training, which is always a joy. I'm happy I'm doing it, even though my situation is odd compared to everybody else. Everybody else that is taking this training are going to be doing that job as soon as we're done. I get to go back to my old position for the next 2 months, roughly, till August. So at least a month, and whatever else. I'm assuming it's going to be the end of August is kind of what I'm looking at, which is fine. I love the folks that I work with. So if I'm asked to stick around, and even if they decide that hey, Rivet, we'd like you to stick around a little bit longer, I will happily do it. There's nothing within the position that I'm currently training for that wouldn't be beneficial to my other position. That's it's that kind of job where all the things that you can do are kind of tied together. The business is business, right? So but I dig it. I dig it a lot. We had a new product thing get released today, and I was like, I happened to spot a couple of errors in the training documents, so I sent that off to my supervisor, and she was like, "Thank you." So she's like, "So I assume you've taken the training?" I'm like, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, it's good. Actually, it's a product that I'm looking forward to getting for myself. So it's something I've been wanting because I'm a dork and I like things like this. I'm not going to go into detail about it because that will give away who I work for and stuff, which is not something I want to do. I do want to have a little bit of privacy in my life, and not like it's a big deal. But little bits and bobs. I just always found that. I have no problems talking about my personal life, doing, my own personal things. I would hate for any of my thoughts or, things to come back and haunt my job, Not like I think I say anything untoward, but you never know in this day and age. Just by dropping the F-bomb could be enough some days, but I don't care. I would rather keep everything quiet. I think I see a large beetle. I'm hoping we get a piece of armor. Anything. What we need. Chest armor. Would be great. Would be a treat. Hey, buddy. Okay. We're just going to wreck your day if you don't mind. You're not possessed, are you? Did you drop anything of any great importance, or just the damn book that's going to annoy me? Unique silk shoulder armor. Yep. Yep. It's an upgrade. That, I mean, I guess. We do have a bunch of leftovers. I guess we can go back to, well, what we got here. I'm gonna head over here for sure. Yeah, you do your thing, my friend. Let me do this. Yeah, so anyway, digging on everything happening at work. But I think the most important thing I'm digging on is the exercise. I picked up some resistance bands to do, not weight training, because I don't like weights. They don't like me. I don't want to ever get buff, but I do want to get, some tone back into my muscles, that kind of thing. I have no issues with. So that's why I got resistance bands. I find that those are, more along my style of things I can get into. So I picked up some the other day when I was out at the dollar store of all places. I tell you, I love the dollar store in Canada. It's got so much random shit. And of course, it's called Dollarama, and that way they aren't labeled as just a dollar store, so they can get away with charging up to $4 or $5 for an item. It's fine. I don't really care because I get cheap shit, and it's usually the quality is decent enough. I got a coffee mug there that's massive. It fits my coffee perfectly, and I'm content. Do we? We do. Great. Sick 'em. Snake it, we did it. Did they drop anything of any great importance? Wait. Rivet shoulder armor. Well, it's not for Rivet, but it's riveted, so that's not great. I don't think that's anything I can use. I'm 99.99999% sure. And yeah. I tell you, if I was a warrior, though, right at my alley. I don't know why I want to kill rocklings. Why they irk me that I want to destroy them so badly. I guess it's just who I am. Anything down there? Looking for sapphires, rubies, diamonds. Okay, that's what I marked, I do believe. Was that Life Shrine? Now, Armor was mentioning why I don't have a bat as a vampire. And I'm like, I got no real excuse. Except I wouldn't have anything to ride. I think that's it. I don't think you can ride a bat. I mean, I don't know if I would want to, if it comes down to it. I mean, it's bad enough that I'm riding on a lemon beetle. But a bat, I think that's even a bit much, even for me. Ridiculous. Yeah. So gaming stuff. Let's go in and sweet talk myself into some of the things. Been enjoying, obviously, the games that I'm playing. This last week, E3, obviously, has been a focus for a lot of gaming companies. I watched on Sunday, Armor and I watched the Bethesda one. And it basically was tied into Microsoft, the Xbox and, all that. And I'm going to be frank, I've never been a huge fan of the Bethesda presentations. I've always found them a bit lackluster. Never really been a fan of what they've done over the last while. I don't like Fallout 4. Not a huge fan of Fallout 76 in its first iteration. But I do have access to it again, so I'm going to give it a shot again. Yeah, there was some stuff that came out from Bethesda that I was like, okay. I am kind of giggling about people being butthurt over, was it Starfield or whatever, the star, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Fallout in space. announced during the presentation that it was going to be an Xbox and PC exclusive. And, of course, the PlayStation fanboys are all up in arms going, oh, you can't keep that away from us, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, I was like, okay. Here's the funny thing. At no point was it ever announced for being on PlayStation. It was just that it was under development. Never was stated where it was coming out at. So I was like, okay. At least not that I ever saw. I never saw it listed as anything other than just that it was coming out. So, oh well, Microsoft owns them. If they want to bring it an exclusive to their console, then go for it. Still coming out on PC, I'm fine. But Arcane Studios, which is another one that's under Bethesda, they have an exclusive PS5 game coming out. And I don't see the butthurt. You know, it's like, I just don't get it. I don't get why people have to be so pissy and moany about things. I don't really care if a game is exclusive for one console or another. If I have that console and I want the game, I'll get it. If I don't have the console, it doesn't even hit my radar because I don't give a shit. Because I don't pay attention. Like, I honestly, like, I've got the PlayStation 4. I don't have a PS5. I'm not getting one. Probably won't get it. I thought that... Oh, God. Why? Well, that's the stuff I carry. Climb faster. I thought he was going to sell me shit, and I thought he was trying to sell me stuff I can't use. It's shit I own. So anyway, yeah, there was a bunch of stuff that came out that my interest was piqued on. Bunch of games that I didn't even know about that I'm stoked about. The one thing that I was really impressed with is the fact that of the 30 games that were announced during the presentation, 27 of them are going to be day one releases on the Xbox Game Pass, either for console or console and PC. And I was like, holy shit. I honestly can't. I've been saying for a couple of years, as soon as I heard Stadia was going to be a thing, I thought that what they were going to do was a subscription model like Netflix, and you could be able to play any games you wanted, pay the monthly fee, and away you go. To me, that's a good business model. You can play it on any device, it streams over your network and does its thing. Obviously, as we've seen with Stadia, that's not how it turned out. And it's a piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. I don't care much for it. I've tried it. I did I did get the free version for a while. I'm still getting emails from them thinking like I'm a premier subscriber, and I'm like, you're not getting any of my fucking money. So, but whatever. But yeah, Microsoft is now the subscriptions. You can do PC, you can do console, you can do the Ultimate, which is both. And what I like with the Ultimate, it gives you a lot more options. One of the things I dig a lot was the fact that, I can play console games on my phone. Or, I can stream it on my phone. And the app works great. I've hooked up a controller to my phone during breaks and stuff, goofing around. I've been playing Yakuza. All things, like one of the Yakuza games. And I've played more of that game than on my phone than I have as I own a bunch of them, and I've not invested nearly as much time in those as I have this one, and it's just goofing around on my phone. It's insane, and it's just that much fun. It's well implemented. I honestly, I'm not saying that gaming on your phone is the end all be all. Not even close. But if you've got a Chromebook, you can install the app on your Chromebook, and then all of a sudden you've got your little Chromebook doing the thing. And that's kind of slick. I was trying that when I picked up a Chromebook a few months ago. Unfortunately, I got a lemon. I had to return it, and I haven't got another Chromebook since. But I did recently get a 10-inch Amazon Fire tablet. and I have rooted it, so to speak, so that I can install Google Play stuff on it. And I'm going to attempt and try to install the Xbox Pass thing on my tablet, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Like a nice little 10-inch tablet sitting next to you. Perfect. Like, honestly, a perfect little screen. I would have no issues with that. Listen, you. I killed them. They killed me, but I killed them. But yeah, I'm honestly, if like I don't think Sony's in trouble yet. I think they're going to have to rethink some of their tactics for how they distribute and release games. I think everybody has to, and I think that you know, with the advent of Steam years ago, where, you know, you don't own a physical copy, you have a digital copy. You know, it's yours as long as, you know, Steam's around. Now, mind you, when Valve first started that, I bought Half-Life 2. It was the first game I owned on Steam, and I honestly I wasn't sure if it was going to be around forever. And I played the hell out of Half-Life 2, and then, you know, it became more. Because for whatever reason, that original purchase became like a whole bunch of games. Like, it was really bizarre. And I don't have any issues with it. I mean, I was like, okay. And then I started to look at it, and then suddenly Steam games... And I'm looking at like 3 or 4 years later. But yeah, I've been on Steam almost from the start. And I have almost 2,000 games now on the damn thing. And when I started my YouTube channel, I had under 100. And so between bundles and sales and everything else, I mean, I'm in completely for on Steam. Okay, these guys got to go. Are you guys? What the hell? Okay. I think I hear my phone in the room charging. Okay. Well, sorry, whoever was calling. I'm not answering my phone when I'm recording. It's just not how it goes. So yeah, anyway, I've been a fan of Steam basically from the start. But again, I was kind of nervous and cautious about it. But at the time, nobody thought of owning a digital copy. I mean, it was just like, why? I mean, I want to have my copy so that, you know, I can play it whenever I want. And if it, you know, if I want to resell it, I can. And you know, and I think the resell aspect of it was, that's an industry for sure that was huge. Because I worked at EB Games GameStop. And the push for picking up used titles was massive. I mean, the bonus structure for things was being put into place for wanting us to basically promote, which, I mean, it's still a thing in GameStop, obviously. But yeah, promote them bringing the game in after they've beaten it, give them their money, you know, some money back, or do it towards trades, and then resell that at like $5 off the price. And it was like making money hand over fist for them. But now, with everything going mostly digital and the hard copies of the games becoming less and less prevalent, I mean, if you go into a GameStop or an EB Games in Canada, it's mostly Funko Pops, and it's like it looks like a hot topic for nerds. Like, it no longer looks like a game store like it used to. You can still get the Nintendo games, and of course there are still physical copies of games. I'm not saying that that's not a thing, but it's not what it used to be at all. And I think within the next 10 years, we're not going to see physical copies of games much anymore. I think that that's a dying thing. And I'm fine with that. I don't have any issues with it. I don't have an issue with a digital copy of a game. If it's tied to your account for whatever, I'm fine with that. I own I own digital copies of games on my Xbox, my PlayStation, I've got my GOG account, my Epic account. I've got so many accounts it's not even funny. Even Prime Gaming, and it just seems like it's going to get more and more and more. Netflix is talking about getting into the gaming thing, and it's huge. It's a massive industry right now. It makes sense to focus and do something with it. And I do think that a subscription model service for video games is a viable option. The way Microsoft has done it, I have no issues with it. I never would have picked up Outriders at all. It didn't look like my kind of game, and I absolutely enjoyed the fuck out of it. I had a blast. There's been a lot of little titles that I was doing the random thing, let the Xbox Game Pass pick a game for me. And it was fun, because I didn't know what the hell I was getting half the time. It was just random. And I've been disappointed more than once, but there's a lot of great titles. They always add stuff. They're always taking stuff away, because they try to maintain at least 100 games. I got no issues with that. Honestly, I have right now almost the entire Bethesda library of games. I've got EA, because I've got the Ultimate. You have access to all of the EA titles that were in it, and I'm like, there's a shit ton of those in there as well. And all the Microsoft, any of the Microsoft Studio games that are getting released are coming out day one. I'm trying to see the downside. I don't know it. I can't see the downside to this thing. If you guys have any takes on it, obviously, throw it in the comments. Let's chit-chat about it. Because obviously, I'm kind of inspired by this thing. But yeah, the E3, I seriously was impressed. Microsoft did a decent job. Square, I think there's some interesting things coming out. Not sold on the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I picked up Avengers, and it was fun for a couple of hours, and then it became tedious. So yeah, I'm kind of not too sure if Square really knows what they're doing when it comes to games as a service. Shit. I don't think I have the right thing here, do I? I need the gold. Yeah. I've got the harp. I don't have the fucking bell. Is there anything on the radar? Let's go this way. There could be something over here. You never know. That looks like a thing I can drop, a bomb into. You never know. I've got the treasure spirit, so if there's anything there, we'll find it. Fun thing, every night this week so far, Armor and I have been playing Deep Rock Galactic. A couple hours at a time. I recorded some. The episodes, I've got 4 episodes already ready. And I probably got another 3 or 4 more that I can edit down and put out. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I'm playing as the engineer. Armor is playing as a scout. The combination together works really well. I'm shocked with how well it works. But yeah, we're kicking ass and enjoying the fuck out of it, which is, I think, the important thing. I think I love Deep Rock for what it is. Playing it solo, no problems. But the majority of the time that I played it was with friends, right? So I honestly feel that the game is more inclined towards the multiplayer feel, but they've managed to do single player very well. Great. That's the fastest I've ever gone down in so far. So, note to self: hit your head. But yeah, it's been great. Just hanging out with Armor again and just getting. Again, it's like this last year and a half has been shitty. I've stopped the negative for myself. Like I said, getting my shot and my vaccine was not too sure the effects or anything. Why I feel better. I know that's all placebo stuff, but there's definitely something to, that worry being lifted off my shoulders, and I've just needed. I've needed some changes, and they're happening. Things are progressing. I'm, like I said, I'm exercising, going out every night for walks, eating healthier, not stress eating. That's a big thing. Didn't know that was going to be as big an issue as it was, but whoo, baby. Where the frig is this? Okay, so that's the plains. This has to be the canyon here. Aha! Sky flute. Just so hard to spot. I would, like I said, prefer not to get the sky flute. It's wonderful to have. Okay, we did that. Okay, there's a thing over here. I can spot it right there. Boom. Is that the right direction? It is. I think that should be sufficient. We'll get there. Hey, guys. Ooh, what you give me? Okay. But yeah, just like I said, gaming with armor, taking those steps towards injecting more normalcy into my life. It's feeling better, and that's I can't ask for more than that. Like I said, it's been a shitty year and a half for everybody, and I feel for a lot of folks. I've had friends that have been suffering with all kinds of ailments, and it's not just the pandemic, right? It's not just people suffering from COVID. There's, the hospitals not being able to service people. There's folks that are, just ill, not doing well health-wise and unable to get the assistance that they so, severely need. And that sucks, Here the numbers have gone down considerably. They are at a manageable level, numbers we haven't seen in over a year almost. That's helpful. That's making a lot of folks feel a lot better about everything. Restaurants are starting to open up again. People are out on patios. They can go and have a drink. I think cinemas are open. Not like I would go anyway, but it's not my cup of tea. But still, there's a lot of new things happening. And rumblings at work saying, "Hey, we may be opening up the call center again. Would you be interested?" I'm like, "No." If I had my choice, staying home forever would be my choice. I would love to still maintain and work from home. I don't care if I ever go back to a job in a office ever again. Don't care. I don't think that's something I ever want to do again. Talking with all my friends, because when the question hit the floor, people were like, "So what do you want to do?" And it was like a resounding no, I'd rather just stay from home. And we've proven it. A call center, which is, I'm sure, not the greatest thing to maintain for our IT department. I'm sure that's causing more work, more headaches for them. I would be interested to see what their take is on it. But being able to work remotely has, it's changed my outlook completely on my job. I'm more happy at work now than I ever have, and that's with everything going on, with my failings and everything else. I would, God, if I had to work in person during this pandemic, I don't know how anybody has done it. I massive respect for anybody that's been able to go out and be around people. All the people that work in customer service and restaurants, or just working in restaurants, all the healthcare workers, y'all have my absolute respect, and you will forever. When I get back to a restaurant, I'm going to over fucking tip. I always did. It's going to be worse than ever. Because as far as I'm concerned, the heroes of this whole thing are the people that have gone out and been out there working every fucking day in the midst of just this nasty, while, you know, people like me are cowering at home trying to figure out how we're going to survive. You know, there's people that were going out there and just doing it every fucking day, and my hat goes off to every last one of you. But anyway, I'm done rambling. I will call it here. Again, I want to thank everybody for your continued support. Thank you for your support here on Cube World, just in general. I do care. I love every single one of you. Thanks again for being here, being a part of this adventure, and I will see you all Monday in our next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all